Hello folks, it's been a while but I am back and SoundHound looks like it is too, bouncing over 22% on strong volume yesterday after the company released a statement announcing the expansion of its voice AI contract with Stellantis. My initial target of $12 is still in play and I firmly believe we can get there by the end of the year, but it's highly dependent on management executing its growth strategy and the broader market holding up. On that front, SoundHound CEO Kevin Mohajer just appeared on Yahoo Finance and talked about how he's going to monetize that growth. Take a listen.
So Kevin, what can you tell us now about the effect, your projected effect on revenue from getting this product into more vehicles? How are you guys modeling it out?
So if you look at the last 4 years, our company has had a healthy growth of about 50% on average, or more than 50% revenue growth year over year. We are maintaining that for this year, and we are also announcing that next year our revenue will cross $100 million. This was in our last earning. What's next after SoundHound Chat AI, which brings generative AI into the cars, is monetization. So if you have an assistant now that you can have a never-ending conversation, you can ask it about any question, ask it to answer things and get things done for you. The next thing is to ask it to do transactions. So you can, while you're driving, and imagine you can order food. Before you get to the drive-through, you can order to your car, and then your food will be ready when you get there. You can have it be delivered to your house. You can make reservations, you can book appointments, you can do voice commerce, and we are building that. And that ultimately will increase our revenue, and we will share that revenue with our car makers so that our product becomes the revenue source for them.
So basically, it sounds like the company is evolving from a technology enabler of voice AI to a technology monetizer by creating an entirely new medium for transacting, voice commerce. So just like Square makes billions of dollars of revenue through its POS systems, SoundHound might one day do the same through its voice AI platform. I think this is one of the key things that traders are missing. Many of them here to 2x their money and run for the hills, but SoundHound might legitimately end up being a 100-bagger over the next 10 years. By the way, I'm not saying SoundHound will go up 100 times, this is not financial advice, but the possibility is there, and a lot of people bagged out Apple 20 years ago, but look where it is now. Anyway, so the CEO also said in this interview that SoundHound has managed to strongly grow its revenue in recent quarters, and if it can beat market expectations of $13 million in Q2 revenue in next month's earnings report, then we should see the share price easily getting back above $6. So for the rest of this video, I want to go over the following: the state of the broader market. Will it keep going up, or is it going to crash sometime this year? And then technical analysis of SoundHound, followed by revenue expectations and growth in SoundHound's automotive and QSR divisions. So let's begin with the overall market. Everyone is waiting for the first rate cut, and I think it could come as early as this month. Yes, the July cut might actually happen. If inflation comes in below expectations on Thursday morning, which is today, we will see rate cut expectations shift considerably towards a July cut. Currently, markets are expecting a core CPI inflation reading month over month of 0.2%. If we get 0.1 or 0, expect stocks to rally hard to finish the week. Listening to Jay Powell's recent commentary on Capitol Hill, it appears that he and the Fed are becoming increasingly concerned about a deteriorating labor market. Indeed, the unemployment rate has been steadily trending up over the past few months, and this usually precedes a recession. The Fed is well aware of this and in my opinion is waiting for just one or two good inflation readings before it cuts. Inflation appears to be the last hurdle to pass before the Fed can begin cutting rates. In fact, I would go so far as to say that if CPI inflation this week and PCE inflation at the end of the month both come in below expectations, the Fed might actually cut at the end of this month. Obviously, if that were to happen, stocks will continue rallying even harder. But even if inflation doesn't decrease, if the labor market starts to weaken any further, the Fed will have no choice but to cut rates and risk reigniting inflation. I think the Fed can handle inflation of 3 to 4% temporarily, but a sharply rising unemployment rate is untenable because of the damage it'll do to jobs and the economy. So I think the Fed is our friend here, and the Fed put is eagerly waiting on the sidelines, waiting to be put into action. I personally think we'll get a rate cut by the end of this month, but that's just my opinion. Now let's move on to technical analysis of SoundHound. In my previous videos, I predicted a breakout after June, and it looks like that's what's happening right now. SoundHound popped 22% on Wednesday on high volume, and it looks like it might be forming some sort of ascending wedge, which is a bullish pattern. In fact, on the daily chart here, it looks like the price has pierced the top line of the wedge already. If we get good inflation data on Thursday morning, we might even see $6 reached by Friday. However, if we get a negative inflation number, then SoundHound might finish below $5. Having said that though, the overall trend is still up, as we can see on the weekly chart here, with the price bouncing off the long-term 40-week EMA beautifully. So the chart is looking great, but what about the financials? As I said previously, revenue expectations for Q2 is just over $13 million, and I reckon SoundHound can beat that quite easily with expansion in both the automotive and QSR sectors. Last quarter, SoundHound signed up a large QSR brand, and it didn't even release an announcement at the time, which means they might have done the same this quarter, so the chance that we get a positive revenue surprise is very real. All will be revealed in the next earnings release, which should be either in the first or second week of August. Look out for the confirmation sometime this month. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this one. It's good to be back making videos again. If you want me to keep making SoundHound videos, hit the like and subscribe button and let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and look out for my upcoming Bitcoin miner video where I go over Iris Energy and TeraWulf, which has doubled in value in just a month. Alright, see you next time.